Hello, my name's Lisa and this is a 15-minute art workshop. What are we going to do today? We're going to do some printing. What are we going to use? We're going to use acrylic paint and we're going to print onto fabric. Why are we going to do that? Well, there's a few reasons really. One, leaves are free, shops aren't open. Two, it's a really nice way to get into a craft and to start thinking about what you can do and what you can make. Three, why not? Just get into it, just do something, try something new, or not something new, just try something that you tried before, but you know a bit more now and you're going to do it better. Okay, I've added some yellow to my palette and I'm going to see how that goes. It's a different kind of acrylic paint. This is just your normal run-of-the-mill. It's not heavy body acrylic paint. It's your normal run-of-the-mill that you probably find in art packs or at low-cost craft shops. They're not a huge. They're not really overly expensive. And let's see what happens. I'm trying a different leaf. It's got lots of lovely texture. I've changed the fabric to a fairly lightweight cotton, same sort of fabric that you'd probably get if you was making a shirt. I mean, if you've got an old white shirt, that would be great. Or even maybe you're going to do it on a shirt that you would wear. There's nothing wrong with that. There's some, okay, I'm going to go with this. It seems lighter on one side than the other, and it's just because I've applied the paint like that, but I'm gonna let that go. I'm not going to even it up. See what happens. It should show a bit more detail. I'd always use a piece of paper over the top like this, because if you use your finger straight onto the leaf, it's liable to move the leaf. Oh yes, that's nice. That's very nice. In fact, do you know what? I've got this piece of cotton and it looks a little bit like a table runner. I haven't cut it like that. It's not intentional. And I'm gonna have a go at just adding the same leaf. I am going to use the same leaf over and over and over again, all the way down to almost the bottom. And then we'll see what we've got. And maybe that's what I stitch into. And we could decorate the edges of it as well. I'm not going to put it the same way. I want it slightly different, so have it slightly overlapped as well, but we're going to try and get it fairly central. Okay. And now for the leaf. Okay, that's okay. You can't see as much detail as this one, but it's probably because I've put too much paint on it. And also I did use some of this not so heavy body paint. Maybe that has something to do with it. This time I'm going to add, I think I want a bit of a stronger colour as we get towards the middly bit. Maybe we'll do that theme that we tried before, with a strong colour going out to the lighter colour, and see what happens. So yeah, you don't have to use leaves, you can just use anything that has some sort of texture. You could use baby shoes. Baby shoes would be quite nice. You could use baby shoes and have a little bit of a memento of your whoever it is as a baby. That would be nice as a wall hanging rather than a runner, I think. But it's entirely up to you. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go, what colour should we go for next? Let's go for let's go for a greenie. You could use different materials as well. If you were using something to make maybe a not a pillowcase, a cushion cover, you would need something fairly heavyweight, just because of its use. You don't want a cushion cover being so thin that you can see through it. Let's get some on the stalk as well. Okay, so we've got one that way, the one that way, one... We haven't got one that way. You will get acrylic paint on your hands, and if you haven't got paint on your hands, you're obviously not enjoying yourself. And it will only wash off. It will only wash off. It'll be fine. You won't be stuck with it forever. If you can hear a dog in the background, that's my dog. I don't know why he keeps looking out the window. I think he's seen something. Sometimes next door's cat comes over. Okay, that's all right. Maybe let's go for really, really strong red. Really, really load it up with magenta. Now look what I'm doing. I didn't think I would start off by, or end up rather, I didn't think I would end up using just one leaf all the way through a piece of work. I will continue to have a trial with this technique and these leaves after we've said goodbye. Okay, that way. Let's have one that goes almost, let's have one that goes there. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. It's okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Let's have, okay, we've gone really dark. I don't want to go really light, but let's go a bit light with a bit of yellow. And let's put it on quite thinly actually this time. Let's see if we can get it fairly pale. We used the magenta last time, and there still seems to be quite a bit of a magenta on it. So let's see if we can go paler. Let's have a bit of yellow this side. These are your rules. You can do what you want. Let's go that way. Nice. It's a shame I didn't get some of the stem, but you know, it's okay. We're getting quite far through. I'm going to speed through this bit now. Okay, so I've finished now. This is the last one I've done, and if I take it and pull it, and you can see all the different colours just by using those three colours with different strengths, different amounts of paint. There we go, back to the beginning. And that, I think probably it needs to be longer if it's a runner, but that's not something so difficult to do. Okay, so my piece that I was working on earlier, I've finished. I've added a little bit more to it. Although I liked the different shades of the autumnal colours, I felt it did need a little bit more. It looks like a table runner because it's long and thin, but I'm not sure whether, I mean, I suppose I could add something to the edges and sort of tidy it up a little bit around the edges to make it look a bit nice, but I don't know. Maybe I will. I can't seem to get rid of these folds that are in the fabric though. But this is, yeah, so this is just plain cotton. Still only the 3 colours, the green, gold, the magenta, and I used a little bit of cadmium yellow as well. But you get these colours, all these like range of colours, so if you feel as though you need a lot of colours when you're making art, you probably don't. I'll just run through to show you all the way through. Okay, and that's where it stops. Here's another piece I worked on straight away after. You see, when you get into it, you won't, well, you will be able to stop, but you'll want to do more. You will want to do more. I've added like a turquoise colour here, but it's still only the gold, oh, what's it called? The green gold. The green gold, the magenta, and a turquoisey colour, and a bit of white. Actually added a bit of white to these to make it lighter. If you're going to do something like this, what I was trying to do is I was trying to show a little bit of perspective, I suppose, in the layers. The first ones you put down, make sure they're paler or lighter, and then the ones on top, maybe a stronger colour or just more ink on them, and it will give you a nice sort of effect. And then that got me thinking, what about if I do the front of what could be a cushion cover? It's a little bit too big for it to show in the screen. But I was trying to do some sort of spiral where the leaves were sort of changing colour and then getting bigger in the middle. What I could do is do some embroidery on this one to bring it out, and it'd be quite a nice cushion cover with maybe a denim back. And this one is another one. Like I say, it's difficult to stop when you get started. The difficult bit actually is to get started in the first place, but once you've started, you're there and you're in the zone and you're a printing machine. So all these leaves are from the same plant, and I've used the same sort of colours, a very limited palette. So the turquoise colour, I use the green gold, I use a bit of white, and this colour is just the green gold and the turquoise mix. You get this really nice green. So this is going to be a cushion cover as well, and I'll show you how to do that in another tutorial, so listen out. Right, we've come to the end of the workshop. Now all you need to do is get yourself some paint, some fabric, some leaves, or anything really. It doesn't have to be leaves, just something that you could paint onto and make some sort of pattern onto fabric or paper. One thing I did forget to mention is that I used an acrylic fabric medium to for the pillowcases, the things that are the pieces that I'm going to plan to turn into pillowcases. I know acrylic's really quite difficult to get out of fabric anyway, but it gives it that sort of staying power, I suppose. So on a future tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a cushion cover, and on another future tutorial I'll be looking at embroidery stitches and showing how to embroider into your work to just make it, just elevate it, just make it look better, although it's already very nice. Okay, bye.